Hello, my friend. Sit down. Get comfortable. Maybe make a cup of tea. This is a story for you. It does not matter how old you are. It does not matter where you come from. If you are listening, this story is for you. It is a story about a normal man, a man like you, and a man like me. His name was Leo. Let us walk with Leo for a while. Let us learn from his life. Chapter 1: The Man Who Forgot to Live. Leo lived in a big city. Every morning his alarm clock screamed at him. He would open his eyes, turn it off, and sigh. The same day was waiting for him. He worked in a tall building. He sat at a small desk. He looked at a computer screen. He answered emails. He went to meetings. He came home. He ate dinner. He watched television. He went to sleep. Then he did it all again. Leo was not sad. He was not angry. He was just tired. Tired in a deep way. Tired in his bones. One evening he was on a bus going home. He looked out the window. He saw the buildings. He saw the other cars. He saw the people walking. Everyone looked like they were moving fast. Everyone looked busy, but no one looked happy. Leo felt something cold in his chest. He asked himself a question, a very honest question. Am I living my life, or is my life just living me? He did not have an answer. That night he could not sleep. He just looked at the ceiling. He felt stuck, completely stuck. Chapter 2: The Old Man on the Park Bench. The next Saturday, Leo did not know what to do with himself. He did not want to watch television. He did not want to stay inside. So he went for a walk. He walked to a small park near his home. He had not been there in years. The park was quiet. There were big, old trees. There was a path. There were wooden benches. Leo sat down on a bench. He put his hands in his pockets. He looked at the grass. He felt heavy. After some time he noticed an old man sitting on the other end of the same bench. The old man had white hair and a kind face. He was just sitting there, too. But he was not looking at the ground. He was looking up at the sky. He was watching the clouds move. The old man turned to Leo. He smiled. It was a warm smile. It made Leo feel a little lighter. "Beautiful day," the old man said. His voice was soft and calm. Leo nodded. "Nasa, I guess so." The old man looked at Leo for a moment. He did not look at him in a rude way. He looked at him like he could see something inside. "You look like a man who is carrying a heavy bag," the old man said gently. Leo almost laughed, but it was not a happy laugh. "I feel like I'm carrying a heavy bag." The old man nodded. "I understand. I carried a heavy bag for many years, too." Leo looked at him. "What was in your bag?" The old man thought for a moment. He spoke slowly. "Regret, worry, the need to be perfect, the fear of looking stupid. I filled my bag with these things, and I carried them every day." Leo felt like the old man was telling his own story. "How did you put the bag down?" Leo asked. The old man smiled again. "I did not put it down all at once. I learned to take things out, one small thing at a time." Chapter 3: The First Small Lesson. Leo and the old man sat together for a long time. They talked as the sun moved slowly across the sky. The old man's name was Henry. He was 78 years old. He had lived a long life. He had been a teacher. He had been a father. He had been a husband. His wife had passed away a few years ago. He missed her every day, but he was not bitter. He was not angry at life. Leo asked him, "Henry, how do you stay so calm? The world is so fast, so loud. How do you stay so peaceful?" Henry looked at a bird that was hopping on the grass. He pointed to it. "See that bird?" Henry said. "That bird does not worry about tomorrow. It does not worry if it is a good bird or a bad bird. It just lives. It looks for food. It sings its song. It rests when it is tired." Leo watched the bird. It was a small, brown bird. Very normal, very simple. "We humans forget how to just live," Henry continued. "We think too much. We worry too much. We try to be perfect, but the bird is not perfect. It just is, and that is enough. Henry turned to Leo. You want to feel better, don't you? Leo nodded. Yes, very much. Then start small, Henry said. Do not try to change your whole life today. Just change one small thing. Like what? Leo asked. Henry thought for a moment. Tomorrow morning, when your alarm clock rings, do not turn it off and sigh. Do not think about work. Do not think about your problems. Just sit up in your bed, take a deep breath, and say to yourself, today, I will try. That is all. Just try. It sounded so simple, almost too simple, but Leo decided he would try it. Chapter 4: The Morning Breath. The next morning, the alarm clock screamed. Leo's old habit told him to reach out and turn it off, to sigh, to feel tired. But then he remembered. He remembered Henry's words. He remembered the bird. He sat up in his bed. He took a deep breath. He felt the air go into his lungs. He let it out slowly. Then he said the words quietly to himself. Today, I will try. It felt strange. It felt a little silly, but something inside him felt different. Just a little bit lighter. Just a little bit warmer. He got out of bed. He made his bed. He had not made his bed in years. He just pulled the blanket up and put the pillow straight. It took 1 minute. But when he looked at the bed, he felt a small feeling of pride. A very small feeling. But it was there. That day at work, things were the same. The emails were still there. The meetings were still boring. But Leo felt a tiny difference inside himself. He was not just reacting to the day. He was watching the day. He was trying. That evening he went back to the park. Henry was there on the same bench. Leo sat down. He smiled. I tried it, he said. Henry smiled back. Dad, how did it feel? Small, Leo said. But good, like I did something right. Henry nodded. That is how it starts. With one small thing, then another. Then another. Soon, you are walking in a new direction. Chapter 5: The Lesson of the Seed. Weeks passed. Leo went to the park often. He and Henry became friends. They talked about many things. One day, Leo was feeling sad. He had tried to do something new at work. He had tried to share an idea in a meeting, but his idea was not good. People did not like it. One person even laughed a little. Leo felt stupid. He felt like giving up. He told Henry about it. I tried, Henry. I really tried. But I failed. People laughed. I looked foolish. Henry listened. He did not interrupt. When Leo finished, Henry pointed to a small flower growing near the bench. It was a small, yellow flower, growing between some rocks. See that flower? Henry said. Do you think that flower tried to grow once and then stopped because the ground was hard? Leo looked at the flower. It was small, but it was strong. It had pushed its way through the rocks. No, Leo said quietly. That flower tried many times, Henry said. Its seed was under the ground. It was dark. It was hard. But the seed did not give up. It pushed a little every day. It sent a small root down, then another. Then one day, a small green shoot reached the sun. The rocks did not stop it. The hard ground did not stop it. It just kept trying. Leo understood. He was the seed. The meeting was the hard ground. The laughter was the rocks. You did not fail, Leo, Henry said gently. You tried. That is not failure. That is growing. Roots grow in the dark, underground, where no one can see. Your idea was a small root. It did not work this time, but you tried. Next time, the root will be stronger. Leo felt his sadness go away. It was replaced by a new feeling, a feeling of patience. Chapter 6: Learning English Without Fear. One evening, Leo told Henry about another problem. It was not about work. It was about himself. Henry, Leo said slowly, there is something else. I want to learn English better. I need it for my job. I want to read books and understand movies. But I am scared. Why are you scared? Henry asked. I am scared of making mistakes, Leo said. I am scared of sounding stupid. When I try to speak, the words get stuck. I think too much. I worry about the grammar. I worry if my pronunciation is wrong. So, I just stay quiet. Henry laughed softly. It was a kind laugh. Leo, do you remember when you were a child? Did you learn to walk by being perfect? Leo shook his head. No, I fell down. Many times. Exactly, Henry said. You fell. You got up. You fell again. You got up again. No one laughed at you for falling. They cheered for you for trying. Learning English is the same. It is like learning to walk again. You must fall. You must make mistakes. That is how you learn. Henry continued. Do not try to be perfect. Just try to be clear. Use small sentences. Use simple words. If you make a mistake, smile. Say, oops, let me try again. That is all. People will not laugh at you for trying. They will respect you. Leo felt a new courage. So, I should just speak, even if it is wrong? Yes, Henry said. Speak. Write. Read. Every day a little bit. Do not worry about the big words. Worry about saying what you feel. If you can say, I am happy, or I am tired, or I do not understand, you can communicate. The rest will come, slowly, like the flower grows. One small push at a time. Chapter 7. The Discipline of the River. Another day, Leo was telling Henry about his goals. He wanted to be better at his job. He wanted to exercise. He wanted to learn English. He wanted to be a better person. But Henry, Leo said, I start things and then I stop. I have energy for 1 week. Then, I get tired. I go back to my old habits. How do I keep going? Henry picked up a small stick from the ground. He drew a line in the dirt. It was a straight line. This is what most people want, Henry said. They want to change in a straight line. They want to go from here to here, fast and easy. Then Henry used the stick to draw a river. The river did not go straight. It went left. It went right. It went around rocks. Sometimes it looked like it was going backwards. This is a river, Henry said. The river wants to reach the sea, but it does not go in a straight line. It meets rocks, so it goes around them. It meets hills, so it finds a new path. Sometimes it moves slowly, sometimes it moves fast, but it never stops trying to reach the sea. Henry looked at Leo. You are the river. Do not expect a straight line. You will have good days and bad days. You will have days when you feel strong, and days when you feel weak. That is okay. That is normal. The secret is to never stop moving. If you have a bad day, do not give up. Just start again the next day. Keep flowing toward your goal. Leo loved this lesson. It took the pressure off. He did not have to be perfect. He just had to keep going. Chapter 8. The Man with No Time. A few months passed. Leo was changing. Slowly, like the river. He woke up a little earlier. He made his bed. He took deep breaths. He practiced English for 15 minutes every day. He used a simple app. He read easy stories. He spoke to himself in the mirror. He made many mistakes. He felt silly sometimes. But he kept going. One day, a young man from his work sat next to him at lunch. The young man looked very stressed. His name was David. Leo, David said, how do you do it? You seem so calm. I have no time. I have too much work. I have a family. I am always busy. I feel like I am drowning. Leo smiled. He remembered feeling exactly the same way. David, Leo said gently, I do not have more time than you. We all have the same 24 hours. The secret is not having more time. The secret is using the time you have with intention. David looked confused. Intention? What does that mean? Leo explained. It means do not let your time just slip away. Do not let your phone steal your time. Do not let worry steal your time. Decide what is important. Then, give that thing your attention. Leo gave him an example. When you wake up, do not look at your phone. Do not check emails. Just sit up. Breathe. That is your time. When you eat, just eat. Do not watch TV. Taste your food. That is your time. When you are with your family, be with your family. Do not think about work. That is your time. David listened carefully. You do not need hours, Leo said. You need minutes used well. 10 minutes of deep reading is better than 1 hour of distracted reading. 5 minutes of quiet breathing is better than 30 minutes of worried thinking. Start small. Take back your time, 1 minute at a time. Chapter 9. Honesty is a quiet power. Leo's confidence grew, but it was a quiet confidence. It was not loud. It was not ego. One day at work, Leo made a mistake, a big one. He sent the wrong information to an important client. His first feeling was fear. He thought, hide it, blame someone else, pretend it did not happen. But then he remembered another lesson from Henry, a lesson about honesty. Henry had said, a lie is a heavy stone in your pocket. You can carry 1 stone, maybe 2, but soon your pockets are full of stones. Then you cannot walk, you cannot run, you are stuck. Honesty keeps your pockets empty. It keeps you light. It keeps you free. So, Leo did not hide. He went to his boss. He told the truth. He said, I made a mistake. I am sorry. Here is what happened. Here is how I will fix it. His boss was surprised. He looked at Leo for a long moment. Then he nodded. Thank you for your honesty, Leo. That takes courage. Let's fix it together. They fixed the mistake. The client was happy, and Leo felt light. His pockets were empty. He had no stones to carry. He learned that day that honesty is not weakness. Honesty is a quiet power. It builds trust. It builds respect. It builds a strong character. Chapter 10. The Last Visit. 1 year passed. Leo was a different man, not different on the outside. He still wore the same clothes. He still had the same job. But inside, everything had changed. He had good habits. He had patience. He believed in himself. He spoke English better. He still made mistakes, but he did not fear them. He smiled at his mistakes and learned from them. Then, one day, he went to the park. Henry was not on the bench. Leo waited. He came back the next day. Henry was not there. The next day, still no Henry. A week passed. Then, Leo saw a woman sitting on the bench. She was young. She had kind eyes. She was holding a small notebook. Leo sat down next to her. He smiled. She smiled back. Are you looking for Henry? She asked. Leo's heart beat a little faster. Yes. Do you know him? The woman nodded. He was my grandfather. He passed away 3 days ago. He was very old. He was peaceful at the end. Leo felt sadness fill his chest, but it was a warm sadness, a grateful sadness. The woman held out the notebook. He asked me to give this to you. He said a man named Leo would come looking for him. He said to give you this. Leo took the notebook. His hands shook a little. He opened it. On the first page, in Henry's shaky handwriting, was a message. Chapter 11. Henry's Last Lesson. Leo read the words slowly. My dear friend Leo, if you are reading this, I'm gone. Do not be sad. I had a long and beautiful life, and the last part of my life was beautiful because of you. You gave an old man a gift. You listened. You tried. You grew. I did not teach you anything new. I just reminded you of things you already knew, things your heart knew, but your mind had forgotten. Remember, life is not a race. It is a slow walk. Enjoy the walk. You are like a seed. Be patient with your growth. You are like a river. Keep flowing, even around the rocks. You are like a bird. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to be. You learned to have discipline. Keep it. You learned to have confidence without ego. Keep it. You learned to be honest. Keep it. You learned to believe in yourself when things are hard. Keep believing. And please, keep learning English. Do not stop. Read 1 page a day. Speak 1 sentence a day. Your voice matters. The world needs to hear your story. I am proud of you, Leo. Your friend, Henry. Leo closed the notebook. Tears fell from his eyes. But he was smiling. He looked up at the sky. He saw the clouds moving. He saw a bird flying. He felt Henry there, in the wind, in the sun, in the peace of the park. Chapter 12. Passing it on. Years went by. Leo became older. His hair turned gray. He still went to the park. He sat on the same bench. He watched the clouds. He watched the birds. One day, a young woman sat down next to him. She looked tired. She looked sad. She looked at her phone, then put it down with a sigh. Leo looked at her gently. He remembered another person long ago who had sat on this bench feeling the same way. Beautiful day, Leo said softly. His voice was calm and warm. The young woman looked up. She nodded. Yes, I guess so. Leo smiled. He pointed to a small flower growing near the bench. Do you see that flower? He said. And he began to tell her a story, a gentle end. And so, my friend, the story does not end. It continues. It continues with you. You are Leo. You are the one who feels stuck. You are the one who wants to change. You are the one who can grow, like the seed. You are the one who can flow, like the river. You do not need to change everything today. Just start small. Tomorrow morning, when you wake up, sit up in your bed, take a deep breath, and say to yourself, today, I will try. That is enough. That is everything. Believe in yourself. Be patient. Be honest. Be kind to yourself when you make mistakes. And keep learning step by step, word by word. You can do this. I believe in you. Thank you for listening to this story. If this story helped you, if it made you feel something, please share it with a friend, someone who needs to hear it. And if you would like more stories like this, please subscribe to the channel. Just click the button. It helps us make more stories for you. Take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And I will see you in the next story. Bye for now.